So today's episode is about depression. For those of you who don't know, depression is a mental illness that makes people say nice things about you after you kill yourself. Symptoms range from people telling you that it's all in your head, asking you to stay positive, to your parents wondering what the neighbors will think if you go to therapy. It's pretty common. A lot of people around the world are dealing with it. Sushant Singh Rajput died by suicide this past week. Okay, he was suffering from depression. He was 34 and a brilliant man by all accounts. And this is what I find funny, the media didn't talk about all this while he was alive. Like, I didn't know that he loved astronomy and quantum physics and that he has this telescope that he used to see the rings on Saturn. Like, having your own telescope is so badass. Like, his friends could never lie to him. Like, yeah, Sushant, I'm coming. I'm on my way. I'll be there in 5 minutes. Yeah. Fucker, I can see you, okay? You're still in bed. There's no way you're getting here in 5 minutes. Also, please tell Karan that jacket is really gaudy. It looks like a packet of M&Ms threw up on it. He owned a piece of land on the moon. Dude, I didn't even know you could do that. Apparently, a piece of land on the moon costs $20 an acre. For $20, in Bandra, you can get 2 drinks at Monkey Bar. And I think owning property on the moon is such a great flex. If you're just hanging out with your friends and they go, hey man, have you thought about investing on property? Like, yeah, dude, I just bought 20 acres of land on the moon. It's right there. Look, what the fuck are you doing with your life, huh? Mira Road. But the media never talked about this, like all we got about him was some blind items about how he couldn't handle fame and he was an alcoholic and throwing tantrums and living a debauched lifestyle. Like, blind items are toxic journalism, like, I admit, like, I'm guilty of having enjoyed them. I used to read them and go like, ooh, who fucked up now? And I think so many of us read that shit and we kind of forgot that these people that are being bitched about are also human. Now I think blind items are just tools used by Bollywood biggies to slander people they don't like. Who knows? When the news broke out, the country was in shock, like, not so much because we lost a brilliant actor at a really young age, but because some news channels who broke the news to us thought that today is the day that they would give 110%. They were like, we will not just report the news from our studios. We will send a reporter to Sushant's home in Patna and ask his father how he feels about losing his son to suicide. Because nothing exudes class and sensitivity like sticking a microphone in the face of a man whose son has just died. Well done, Aaj Tak. Aaj Tak is so committed to TRPs that if their cameras were fireproof, they would stick them into the funeral pyre as well, Like, they ran a ticker that said, "Aise kaise hit wicket ho gaya Sushant." As a viewer, the only appropriate response to watching something like that on your TV would be this. The film industry started talking about Sushant's passing and then slowly all hell broke loose. Bollywood ke Papa Karan Johar wrote this fake crocodile tears post about how he should have kept in touch with Sushant and then Nikhil Dwivedi rightly asked him to shut the fuck up, Like, the guy wrote this whole spiel about how Sushant's death was a huge wake-up call and how he should foster and protect his equations. But he didn't go to the funeral. Because he was busy with the script of Student of the Year 3. Then Abhinav Kashyap wrote a Facebook post about how Salman Khan and his family bullied him and tried to ruin his career over the last 10 years, Like, Abhinav, I'm glad you spoke up about this, but if you're ever taking an evening stroll, please don't walk on the footpath. And then one thing led to another, and this whole nepotism debate started all over again, and people started saying that nepotism and bullying drove Sushant to suicide. Is that true? I don't know. It's speculation at best, because Sushant didn't leave behind a suicide note, so we will never know what his triggers were. But as someone who deals with mental illness on a daily basis, let me offer you some perspective. Okay, depression and anxiety are not just intrinsic illnesses. Like if you have diabetes, it doesn't matter where you are or what you do or who you talk to, it plays out in the same manner all over. But with a mental illness, a lot of your treatment, recovery and management is heavily dependent on extrinsic factors like your workspace, your family, your friends, where you live. So is Bollywood a cesspool of toxicity? Yes. Is bullying rampant in Bollywood? Yes. So while we don't know why Sushant took his own life, it would be ignorant to dismiss what having to survive in an industry that is extremely unkind to outsiders can do to your mental health and stability. I don't know if bullying is why Sushant lost his life. Depression is definitely the prime suspect, but bullying is often in cases like these a willing accomplice. So while everyone is talking about mental health right now, I think it would be fair to examine how we treat people around us. That's all. By the way, if nepotism in Bollywood really bothers you, here's a fun fact, okay? Do you know who the biggest patrons of nepotism are? It's us. We're the ones who keep giving star kids chances over and over again while the outsiders are ignored. You want to change that? Let's start supporting the talented outsiders by buying tickets for their movies. Like I've decided now to only buy tickets for movies that have a non-star kid cast. For the movies that have a star kid cast, I will pirate them. And it's the same thing with other art forms as well, like support live music, poetry, theater, comedy. Like don't buy tickets to shows that only have famous names, like take a chance on someone you haven't heard of. And who knows, they may surprise you. Like, and even if you don't enjoy yourself, at least you didn't give your money to Karan Johar.